All right, y'all. Philadelphia, stand up. South Jersey, Camden, Pennsauken, Cherry Hill. Ridley Park, stand up. North Philly, South Philly, King of Prussia, Early. I know you dudes love these Tennessee breaker type joints from my man Nick Sirianni here. If you see these right here, right? 13 personnel, split flow action. You'll have pretty much a clear out route here, backside. But the reason this goes so hard is, man, you get the blocking releases. Like everybody, it almost looks pretty much like one of those joints where you get the rollout and then you get that layered level route concept going on there. However, not necessarily. You get the half moon roll. Check it out. Show and go, half moon roll, and look at that. Out the back gate, 88 out the back gate, out the back door. My man Goddard. Check this out. Half roll right here. Looking just like that. But dang, if you have this on your study, your film study, and you lab this out, you're going to be reading certain keys. One of the keys is not going to be thinking about somebody blocking and releasing all the way from the right side of the formation, coming back clear. And you can see right there, Goddard, airspace and opportunity, and there's nothing Pittsburgh could do about it. Speaking of South Jersey, Camden's own, my man Hassan Reddick doing the damn thing. I knew that once he signed, man, the shit was putting together like Voltron, and is working out under Coach Gannon's skin. Coach Gannon be dialing it up like Jim Johnson sometimes, man. God rest his soul. You're going to have a hammer and a nail situation right here. You can see the float to the inside here off of a motorcycle stand. So you got three guys down on the left side of the defensive line, all the way out. Got Fletcher Cox all the way out at a 6 technique. Motorcycle stands from your two edge players normally, which would be Reddick here, and then, of course, Josh Sweat. You get the hammer and the nail situation, that inside flow here from the 3 technique to the shade, and then nothing but airspace and opportunity coming around with Hassan Reddick and his uncanny quickness. You got edge bending here. You got prison loving going on here by Fletcher Cox. It is beautiful, like the old days out here. Check this out. Oh, look at that flow. You see how the flow took, collapsed his spinal column at the end, too. Kenny Pickett gonna need a colostomy bag from after this one. Your man right here, check this out. Look at the flow, how the flow really takes them. They put that foot in the ground, then they're like they're running a route, bending it to the inside, the edge right here, and you have to respect it because they're actually getting some really good penetration there. Pause. And then you got edge bendability here. You got somebody being pushed into the lap of the quarterback by Fletcher Cox. And then, of course, that extreme quickness. What are you going to do? You got to give mad love to the back end here. You got nothing but you got the best 1-2 corner combination in the league, in my opinion here. That's hard. Of course, JB over there. You got Slay. Everyone matched up. They've been able to play that man-to-man coverage here, that man-up coverage, and then be able to close off the middle of the field at safety. Worth his weight. And go. Oh, nasty. All right, y'all, walk with me for a little bit here. I saw them on the telecast. I heard them on the telecast saying something that I've been saying for a long time here. Being as though I cover the Baltimore Ravens, and they have this in their playbook with Lamar Action Jackson. This is the new age triple option, no doubt about that. I've said this ad nauseum here. You'll get the bones of an inside zone here to Miles Sanders. You'll get what needs to be a block and release. Got to really sell that to the flat here by Dallas Goedert. Only thing about this is I wonder if they have pre-snap a determined cover 2 type scheme to where the corner is a dedicated flat defender here. What would go on there? What I would like to see with this one is an in-breaking route here. It's going to be that triple option. You got the inside zone here. You got perhaps Hurts being able to keep the ball. You got that flat defender here, but if somebody crashes down, you can see the safety come and crash down real hard. You got this behind it here on the in-breaking route, and that could be 88 and out the gate for real. But I love the play design of this one right here. Inside zone. You can see the crash down. Happened real quick. He had to get rid of the ball. He could have kept him on his feet. Probably would still be running right now. He'd be running down Market Street. We see right here, look at the safety come crash extremely hard. So he going to run the alley here because he's expecting Jalen Hurts to perhaps keep the ball. But if this were an in-breaking route right behind this, come on, man, what happens? But instead, just getting up the field here, kind of like for a little bit of a block by Calcaterra here. Similar deal right here. You're going to have an unmarked defender here. You're going to have the bluffings of the inside zone. Hurts will read this. If he crashes down, he'll keep it. But then he also has a flare out right here with Brown blocking. You got blocks on the outside here. So a potential flare out screen as well. Would like to see something add to this, but I think this is the Gus Malzahn play. I was trying to remember who it was. Gus Malzahn did this at Auburn about a decade ago, started doing this a lot, and it drove people absolutely nuts. Cool to see it, right? From a former Alabama player who they had got to go against it as well. So think about that. Inside zone bluff, you see that flare out, and he gets upfield, gets vertical there. So inside zone, defender, unmarked defender crashes down. That's wave one. You can see this defender here going with the flare. That's wave two. So him going out right there means you stick that foot in the ground and get vertical. Had he gone to Jalen Hurts originally, Jalen would have threw that screen out there, and he has two blockers out there in Thin Diesel, Devontae Smith, and, of course, that man, A.J. Brown. It makes it to where, as a defender, you just can't be right. Too many layers added on to it. Hell of a scheme. This is so beautiful across the board. I want you to pay attention also to Dallas Goedert here stepping up. You see this inside pass pro here, reading inside out, but knowing that you want this because this is the quick game damn near, right? Hurts wants to hit that back foot and lead this. This is only a 28 or something yards, 28-yard throw or something like that. So he wants to hit that back foot and get it out extremely quick. So you got to read from the inside out. It doesn't matter if someone is coming on the outside. You have to make sure that nobody is in the lap of the quarterback on this one. Kenneth Gainwell does a great job of stepping up into the A gap, putting his face in the incinerator, baby. Check it out. Face in the incinerator. Hurts launches. Jakob. No sell, no tell. No tell by A.J. Brown going against Ahkello Witherspoon here. Let's actually look at it from his perspective as well. All right. Ahkello Witherspoon scared as hell, scared to death, shook, scared to look. My man falls off the cliff. No hands on man or anything like that. So I don't even know why you even trying. That's automatic. You know you lost. You don't even want to get hands on him. You're that close and scared to get hands on man. Imagine that. So A.J. Brown already is tracking Ahkello Witherspoon, scared to death, scared to look. And what are you going to do with that? That man no-sold that shit. Till at the end, then he puts his hands up. Can't do nothing about it. Some of these dudes be running with their hands up. It's the anthem, put your damn hands up. They run with their hands up the whole time because they scared as receivers as well. A.J. Brown don't have them problems, man. Getting that, man, for Jalen Hurts this early in his career, definitely like getting T.O. for my boy McNabb, but just a lot earlier and a lot less drama behind it. Gapstinence, not being in another man's gap. Philadelphia Eagles play that all game long. I want you to look at Jordan Davis here. Hopefully he's all right. But look at him right here. Most people or most teams without discipline, you got a guy like this, he's going to want to make the play. But he can make the play without making the play if he just stays home and doesn't allow himself to be the victim of some type of cutback. So he forces it outside to his teammates here, and then you see these guys absolutely practicing gapsiness as well. You don't have that outside breach here. And, of course, you got Fletcher Cox keeping that outside arm free. Look at that, man. Sandwich time. Let's go. Get a steak. Patrick Johnson out there. Patrick Johnson was doing his thing with the edge. That's all it is, man. Sometimes it's just about discipline. That's playing sound football, sound gap discipline football, but not trying to be in another man's gaps. Practicing gapsiness and practicing some self-control, trying not to be a hero, too. Love it. Najee Harris had zero to offer until the end when he started getting those little cheap-ass yards. So overhyped. This was cold, Slim. You got a 2 deep shell here, so I would say cover 2 man on skill, and he's able to get a vertical pass off. You get that flaring out once again. They fake the flare out here, so he's able to use that to hold a safety opposed to eye manipulation here. And, of course, A.J. Brown, that dude, working against Minkah Fitzpatrick and Ahkello Witherspoon, who was in severe off-man coverage, scared to death again, and he's able to still get this. And this was some straight-up hilarity, too. I can see the flare out there. He even faked it with his hands right there. Faked it with his hands. I'm pretty sure that held Minkah just enough for the cock and fire here. And he's doing a good job of Jakob. Oh! What? How 2 men hit the man of steel right here. 2 men hit the man of steel and they both fertilized themselves. What? You got Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick here. He went ahead and switched careers. He went exotic dancer. You got Killer Witherspoon right here. He got quadriplegic. He can't move no more. Can't walk. I can't hum. Like my man said in Carlito's way. But man, great ball placement, right? Great product play. Look at the product placement from Jalen Hurts on this one right here. Another one to that outside shoulder. And, of course, no sell, no tell by A.J. Brown to the end. Oh, look at that, baby. Over the shoulder, Shane Victorino style. What are we doing? Too cold. That's a cold-ass connection. Life comes at you fast on this split zone. Working more with the quick zone action here. You got Jack Stoll on the cross formation block, the influence block. Leaves the unmarked defender down in bad. Something dirty right here. That run game. I actually want to come back and do more on the run game. I didn't really want to do nothing on this one. And try to save it for later, but this is hard. Look at that. Jakob. My man right here. Overhang defender tries to come through at the last second. You see them right here? Oh, my goodness. That's hard. That's that late ad. Late ad. So 2 unmarked defenders here. But just so happens it's a quick zone. And you got that cross formation block. And then, of course, the inside zone portion of that. Get down here real quick. Look at the hole right there. You can drive a truck through that bad boy. Isaac and Lane Johnson getting it in. And, of course, you know what Miles Sanders is going to do. Super underrated running back. Come on, man. I love me some Miles Sanders. Man, they were absolutely toying with that man defense here. You can see him bluff the screen, and both the defensive backs go to Goddard. That's because he means that much to the offense anyway. But come on, man. You can see their reaction, right? Another one of those moments like, we got him, coach. We got him, coach. Oh, damn. We don't got him, coach. Hit Zach Pascal, and that was all she wrote right there. Ain't nothing you could do about it. And another excellent addition. You can't tell me these boys do not know how to assemble a team. I don't give a damn what you think about the past. This particular team right here, one of the most talented in the entire league. I would say top 3 roster. Come on, man. This shit is hard. But shit, make sure you sharing this bad boy to everybody, all your Philly cats out there. Tell them Top Billing is where it's at. I'll come back and do more. There are a few things I wanted to expound on pretty much by itself and not let it get lost in the after game type John. But it's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billing.